Hello America, this is Michael Nelson. I've wanted to make a couple videos for a while. The first one would be on politics and the way we are affected by our current politics. And the second would be religion and the effect of our lives and our government and our world based on religion. So I know these are two subjects that a lot of people are uncomfortable with, but I think it's time that we actually begin to deal with some of this stuff. Our government and our country is in such disarray. It's at the point now where we have to actually take a look at some of this stuff before we can fix the problems that we have, in my opinion. But sticking with politics, I'll try to introduce a few things, a few ideas that maybe you hadn't thought of. That's perfectly clear to me. I've been watching politics since Nixon was in office. I've got an older brother who was wounded very badly in Vietnam, and so we are a family of the result of a bad war, and how it affected us as a family had an influence, I'm sure, on the way that I think and act today. But I assure you it's a life-changing experience for the wounded people and their family. But I just want you to know there's what I call an unidentified enemy out there. And it's not Iran, it's not Iraq, it's not Afghanistan, it's not Yemen, it's not the terrorists, it's not Russia, it's not communism. It's our own government. The leaders of our own government are the true enemies of America. This is not an enemy that we need to remove by force. This is an enemy that we just need to identify, understand, and then remove from office through the process of voting. Now, I used to be a Republican. I was for most of my adult life. I believe in being conservative, fiscally conservative. I believe in people earning their own way. I believe in people not getting a free handout just because they're lazy. I think if your situation is you need help, you have some medical problems, mental problems, if you're down on your luck, whatever has happened, you should be able to get help, and people should help lift you back up and get you going. That being said, I just want you to know, and all you have to do is start watching, put this in the back of your mind and think about it, that there really is only this much difference between the two parties. And what they've done is they've sold us a bill of goods. We've bought into this, what I call nonsense. We act like sheep. They lead us around in and out of one gate and out of the other and that sort of thing, and we jump through hoops. We do whatever they think we need to do because we basically are just not that bright. The majority of American people are just not that bright. I mean, it's a fact. They got a short memory. They expect things to change overnight. That just don't happen. But the Republicans and the Democrats, they've been able to convince us that they're different. They'll pick a few issues on this side, the other side will pick a few issues, and you know what those issues are. If you're on the right side of the issues, you know why you don't like the left, and if you're on the left, you know why you don't like the right. I mean, we all know these things. But this is all by design. I can't tell you how many decades this has been going on, but probably 40 or 50 would be my guess. And what they've done is they've taken a few issues on each side, and they work diligently every single day through the media to make us think that they're different. And once they get us separated, then they can control us. This tactic has been used for centuries, where you divide an enemy and then you conquer that enemy. What they've done is they divided us, and now they control us. So basically they've defeated us as well. And the only way we're going to get our government back and get control of what's going on is to stop fighting, stop falling for this nonsense that they've created. They've created this picture, they've drawn this picture for us, and it's false. It's transparent. There really is no difference between Republicans and Democrats. They live with whoever gets elected. They'll find a way to deal with it. They know their guy's coming back in a few years because the American people are just that way. They'll get sick of one party, they'll vote the other party in. That's just the way it works. So we as a group of Americans need to stop fighting amongst each other. We need to start a third party, maybe even a fourth party. And we need some people in office who will govern from the center, because that's where all the common sense lies. Out on the edges is where the fringes are, is where the radicals are. You know, they want this way or no way, this way or no way, and then nothing gets done. And in theory, that's okay because everything is already set up the way they want it anyway. So inaction is a good thing in their mind. But right now, if you've been watching the healthcare debate, you'll see just how ridiculous our government is. It doesn't work. Our government is broken. We've got a small group of people over here called the minority who basically have no ideas and have no solutions and don't want anything changed because they're making all kinds of money the way it is right now, and the insurance companies who are giving them money are making $200 or more billion a year, so they want things left alone. So basically they've taken a position, we're just going to stall, deny, stop, do anything we can to kill any ideas that the other group may have. Now the other group is, there's a small percentage of people in that group who really want to fix this problem. But they've got some of their hands tied too. My guess is about half of this Democratic Party, if not 2/3, is taking money from the health insurance companies as well. So what they're trying to do is stifle any real change and just give us a little bit of change. You know, they want to limit the damage, the financial damage, to the insurance companies who pay them as well. That's what's going on. Plus you got a president in the White House who I wholly support. I voted for him. I made videos for him. I support this guy. But he is not stupid. He knows what he's up against here. So he's trying to get any kind of change he can, because he figures he's going to take this in baby steps. If he can get a little change now, maybe he'll get a little more change in a few years, and a little more change in a few years. He is smart enough to know that all these people are sold out. They've sold out the American people. They are bought and sold, paid for by big business. This time it's the insurance companies. He knows this. So he knows he can't change, what he wants to change at this time. That being said, I think we've identified the enemy. The enemy is within. These people are not who you think they are. Forget the Russians, forget communism, forget Iran, forget Iraq, forget all that stuff. That was all about the oil anyway. They had to have that oil to make our country run. He's got it. We need it. We'll create a story with a bunch of lies back behind it, and then we'll go get it. That's exactly what happened. The Republicans, Bush and Cheney, all those people, those were the people who were selected to make this happen, and they did. They were very good at that. The world may hate us for that, but that's what happened. You can believe all this crap about communism and terrorism and everything, all these other isms that they've created over the years. They've created this mess. Because what that does is that takes tax dollars, huge amounts of tax dollars that could be doing things for us, and they take that money and they funnel it to their friends in the war machine, aircraft manufacturers, weapon manufacturers, food companies, all these contractors, that everything supplies that's needed to fight a war. The cost is huge. Equipment and supplies and parts and pieces, and just the logistics of getting it over there. This cost is tremendous. This is all billions of dollars wasted we didn't even need to do. I mean, we would eventually get bin Laden. We would eventually catch him, but we're going to spend $1 trillion. Half of it was borrowed from China, from George Bush, to fight this war, because he was so much of a pussy he wouldn't even raise taxes to fight it. This war was so important, but by God, I'm not raising any taxes. We can't have that. That's what the other side does. They raise taxes, not us. We just put America in debt. That's what we do. So those are the facts. Think about what I've said. Try to start a third party if you can. I'll get involved. I'll help any way I can. I'll lead it. Just show me how to do it. Show me where to go. Give me some contacts. Give me some phone numbers. Send me an email. I'll listen. I'll get involved. But that's really what's going on. People, we are being deceived, and we have been for years. Open your eyes and look around. The enemy is within, and we need to throw them all out of office. Thanks for watching.